Well, it's indisputable that customer loyalty has its rewards, pun intended. It does definitely gives you a return on investment, and it helps the customers as well. In this webinar, you'll learn how to seize the benefits of a customer loyalty program and how to go about setting it up. We're going to talk about a lot of things here. Before I get started, I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Charles Owen with Paladin. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for attending today. This is being recorded and it will be presented on portal.paladinpos.com/webinar website within the next 24 hours or so. If you have any questions, please save those to the end. There is a question box that you can fill out. Go ahead and do that at any time and I will address those at the end of the webinar. Very good. So let's move to our next slide here. So we're going to learn about why customer loyalty is so important. Just going to look at some of the basics. Now look at the cost of acquiring new customers, how expensive that is, and the advantages of greater customer retention and retaining those customers that you have already. And then we're going to look at the steps to creating loyal customers and the benefits of loyalty programs for both customers and merchants. And then we'll get into the specifics about the rich rewards and the loyalty program, how to set it up, how to customize it to your liking, creating customer accounts, how that's done, looking at point balances, the coupons, and then the tracking of the points for your customers. So let's move into it. So why customer loyalty is so important? 65% of the average company's business comes from existing customers. That's not surprising. 43% of consumers spend more money at businesses they're already loyal to. That makes sense. And then 57% of young American consumers have less customer loyalty than they did prior to the pandemic. That is new information. And it's pretty remarkable that there's less and less loyalty out there. So it's really important to lower those customers into your store to help them become more loyal. So why customer loyalty is so important? So highly engaged customers will make about 90% purchases more often. The probability of selling to an existing customer is about 13 times greater than it is to selling to a new customer or new shopper. And on average, highly engaged customers spend 60% more per transaction. And the customers that are referred from the other loyal customers are 18% more loyal than those acquired by other means, more expensive means perhaps. And then they also have a 16% higher lifetime value and a 13.2 higher spending rate. It's amazing how they get these precise figures, but that's what we're learning here. All right, so cost of acquiring new customers. This is kind of a fun little algorithm I put here, or formula. It's the cost of customer acquisition. What do you spend? You looking at all your marketing expenses, your marketing staff expenses, your sales staff expenses, and dividing the number of new customers you have into that. That will give you how much money you're spending to acquire the new customers in your store. There's a lot of different ways to do this. You can take the shotgun approach, do advertising in mail, postcards. You can do TV, radio. There's just a lot of different ways to do it, but it's expensive nonetheless, no matter how you slice it or dice it. So putting that energy and time into cultivating or nurturing your existing customers is probably going to be a lot more profitable for you. It can cost 4 to 5 times more to acquire new customers than it does to retain an existing one. And over the past 5 years, new customer acquisition costs have increased by at least 50%. So advantages of greater customer retention. Did you know if a store increases customer retention rates by 5%, that there's a potential for profit increases up to 25 to 95%? And studies also show that existing customers are 50% more likely to try new products, and existing customers also spend about 31% more than new customers. Data indicates that stores offering a loyalty program have increased customer retention and higher sales than stores without a loyalty program. That just makes sense. So steps for creating loyal customers. What are some of the things that you have to do and you should be doing today to create loyal customers to your business? Well, having a friendly and helpful customer service is everything. It's that first impression, walk in, the smile on the face, the greeting, all of that's really important. Make sure it's clean, it's well lit, it's organized, it's just, not dusty. Those are important things. And then also have the breadth and depth of product that you need to fulfill the demand of your customers. Make purchase history available to them. I just love it when I go into stores that have my purchase history. I don't have to pull out my receipt or worry about saving my receipt. I can just say, hey, I came in, bought this item, and they can look it up within seconds. Implement customer nurturing campaigns. Implement customer surveys. If you have any type of survey, there's that little machine that you can put in at the exit of your store where they have a little frown, a little happy face, and then a little blank face or just a straight mouth face. They can pick one, and it's interesting to know, and it's very good to know what the general pulse is on your customer service and the perception of your store, shopping in your store. It's very important, and you can make fine-tuned adjustments to improve that over time if you know where those problems lie. Offer a customer loyalty program, that's what we're talking about today, and then start a social media buzz. These are all different ways to create loyal customers to your business. So let's look at very quickly here before we get into how to set it up. We're going to look at the benefits of loyalty program for both the customers and then the merchants. So for customers, they feel connected in a sense of belonging and improves their shopping experience. Any one of us that carries a frequent flyer card to our stores knows that, there's a benefit, there's a advantage, there's a point system, there's some sort of monetary value that you get from that. Also you have other conveniences like being able to look up historical purchases, instant coupons that print immediately on the receipt, customized sales and promotions, so you can get very specific with customized trade discounts or sales and promotions that are tailored to a specific type of customer, in this case the rewards customers. Acknowledgments for being a loyal customer, and then cashing in on special offers. These are all advantages for the consumer, for the customer. As far as for the merchants, the store owners, it improves their chances of increased store visits and greater ticket amounts. Loyal customers were more likely to participate in upsell opportunities, which lead to higher profit margins. Easier to collect customer information from direct mail or email campaigns, and also allows the store to track those purchases and conduct very targeted marketing campaigns specific to your customer base. And you're also more likely to gain new customers through loyal customer referrals. Everybody's more than happy to talk about the good experiences they have at different stores and provide that information to their friends and family. All right, so let's look at specifically Paladin's customer loyalty program. So we dubbed it Rich Rewards. That's what we called it. We've always called it that. It is a royalty-free customer loyalty program, and it is included free with Paladin. Didn't used to be back in the day when we created this program. We did have a fee associated with it. No longer. This is free to every Paladin customer, and it does not cost you anything up front or anything monthly. So if you're not doing this, it's a good time to look at this. So I appreciate you guys being here just to learn more about it. It works through Paladin point of sale, tracks purchases, calculates reward points automatically, and it's customizable for any store. Now I say that because as we jump down to the next item here, we can see there are different settings that we can go and we can set when we activate Rich Rewards. So to get to it, I'm going to walk you through this real quickly. Setting the rewards options, you go to File Setup at the top of the Paladin screen. You select the Rewards tab under the Paladin Setup configuration. And from there, there is a long list of editable fields that you can set. First of all, to determine your rewards percentage. What's normal? I need anywhere between 1 and 5%. I've seen as high as 5 and as low as 1. 2 is a good number. 2.5 is a good number, but it's up to you. If you are a very profitable store and you want to really increase the traffic in your store and appeal to more customers, you might bump that percentage up a little bit more. It doesn't mean that they're getting a percentage of everything, because as you'll see lower down on this list, there are editable things that you can actually edit out or not include discounts with certain products, either classes and or departments. And we'll look at that in just a couple seconds here. Signing bonus is really important. The signing bonus, you have to understand, is points based. It's not 5 for $5. It's 500 for 500 points, which basically it's a point per penny. So 500 points would be equivalent to a signing bonus of $5. It's common for stores to set this at 1,000, which would be $10 when they join the program. And their very first receipt, at the bottom of the receipt, it'll say thank you for your patronage. You know, you've earned $10 off your next sale. So very important thing to do to, again, entice people to sign up for the program. You'll also see later on, it's really easy to sign people up for the program. All you have to do is just not any more difficult than scanning the back of their driver's license. The minimum coupon amount, so you can have it to where it's $5 increments. You can say, well, don't produce a coupon until it gets to $10 or $15 or $25. You can set that. And then also you have the ability to put in a margin lock on it. So items that are below a certain margin will not generate points. And then you have things like include the company info on the Rich Rewards coupons. What's that mean? Well, you have your company information at the top of the receipt, but if you have a really long receipt, the bottom of the receipt, we also brand your company name down there. So if they just cut off the bottom with the barcode on it to save that to bring in for their reward, then the company information will be on there. Also, you can determine when that prompts the cashier for a rewards number. Is that the beginning of the invoice or the end of the invoice? Never or both. You can determine that. And then disable rewards balance on receipts. You can do that as well. We also have the ability to run single-use coupons where you can only use them one time. Now, by default, all of the Rich Rewards coupons that are generated are one-time coupons, meaning you can only spray it with the gun once and retrieve that discount. If you try it a second or third or fourth time, it just says, sorry, it's already been used. But we do have other coupons that you can set up and use that all they are is based on a class. And if it recognizes a certain class, then you can have other types of coupons that are also single-use coupons. Okay, and then I'd mentioned that you can exclude certain classes and certain departments. So if you wanted to isolate certain items or certain departments of items to say, hey, you know, my water heaters, I don't get any margin on those things, so let's not apply points to that. And again, as I mentioned above, you can enable margin check to determine and to disallow points on margin less than a certain amount. So you can say, hey, I want to give discounts on everything. I don't want to exclude any item, but if it's under a 20% margin, I'm not going to give points on that. So it really lets you retain that profitability. So how do you customize it? So very simple. By default, you're going to get this little Rich Rewards window titled Rich Rewards. You're going to have this little guy holding the present that you see, but it can be changed to any logo or any name that you like. And to do that, again, you just go to File Setup, you select that Rewards tab, and on that Rewards pane, further down than the window we were looking at a few seconds ago, it will say rebrand configuration. Here's where you can name the program what you want to name it. In this case, I just called it Pro Loyalty Rewards. And then my logo I added was a Pro Hardware image. So again, this just speaks to the fact that you can really customize not only the name, but also the image to appear on the screen when you're checking somebody out. And that's how it's done. So select the Rewards tab, the Rewards pane, select Rich Rewards, and then go down to the rebrand configuration and just do those two things, enter a name, add an image. So here, click the image to open your file, or click the load image to identify that file, that image, and bring it in. And when you're opening Paladin's invoice quote modules, the new Pro Loyalty Rewards, which I added on the previous screen, will appear. So you'll see in that second window down, it says Pro Loyalty Rewards at the top, and it has the icon or the image of that new loyalty program. So how do you create a rewards customer? Now that you've set it up, you've got the image you want, you've got the name you want, all that's good. Now you want to go ahead and add somebody in. So the very simple thing to do would be to print some cards, and we sell these cards. They're little plastic cards, and on those are sequential barcodes on the back. All you need to do is go into invoice and quote, and at this point it's going to prompt you, because I have that checkbox checked that says prompt at the beginning of the invoice. And that's why this Pro Loyalty Rewards is prompting us either for a rewards ID or phone number. It's more typical to do phone number, but other than rewards ID, or rather than rewards ID. But if they happen to know their rewards ID or they have their card on them, you can scan that card or type in a phone number. Now, if they're brand new, this is what we're talking about, creating or adding a rewards customer. You might have a stack of those cards, and you might ask them, hey, you want to earn 10 bucks? You know, we give a signing bonus if you sign up for our rewards program, and all I have to do is scan your driver's license and issue you a card. Great, perfect, done. So you scan the back of the card right here, you give it to them, and now they're now all you need to do is collect the balance of the information. Coming soon here is the ability for the customer to actually enter their rewards ID or phone number on the credit card terminal. That's coming up, but only for black chip devices at this time. So let's see what happens. What happens when you put in an unfamiliar ID or phone number? It comes up and it says two things: try again or sign up for rewards. So if you select sign up for rewards, and that would be either the number 2 or click on the sign up button, either way, it comes up with a new sign up rewards member. So at this point, you would scan the back of that card with the rewards number, and or you can put the phone number in. If you don't want to buy the cards, it's a nice marketing thing to have to brand your store and your loyalty program, but you don't have to have them, not required. You can simply just enter their rewards number as their cell number. All right, so then the other required field is name. So you just need a rewards number and a name, and you're done. Now, notice that there's that little, it looks like a rectangle kind of leaning to the side. That means it's a scannable field. So if you put your cursor at first name, you can actually scan the back of their driver's license, and it will go ahead and populate most of these fields. It will not populate email, however, and it won't populate the phone numbers, but it will populate the name and address or whatever is provided on the back of that driver's license. And in our state of Oregon, there are 2 scans. One's a regular barcode and one's a squiggly barcode. Cover the regular one because it's the squiggly one that has all the data in it that you need. It won't parse the other one. It just kind of blobs out the ID number and name. But if you scan the squiggly one, it does the right thing. You can also, at this point, determine a type of customer. Are they a shopper? Are they a contractor? Are they from a different business? And then you can also put in a birthday as well as gender. All right. Alternately, you can sign up new customers when you bring them up. If you have an existing customer in your store that you've signed up, either a charge account customer or you just want to track somebody's purchases and have them in there as a known entity. If they don't already have a rewards number assigned to them, this little red button on the left-hand side there will show up that says sign up. Click on that, and that information box will pop up and allow you to put that information in. But if information's already in there, like in this case, we see the address is already there, the phone number is more than likely there. When you scan it, it'll take all that information that you've already collected and put that as their rewards address and phone number. Recalling your rewards customer, same thing. You just, you get this screen, pops up, and you put in an ID number or a phone number. It's just more than typical to say, okay, what's your phone number? Or again, with the block chip devices, they can enter their phone number manually on the credit card terminal. And then if you recall somebody that has, if there are customers in there that have that share the same phone number, you might have a business where there are 3 individuals that are in this business. They each have their own unique account, but yet they want to use the same business number. If that's the case, and you try to put in a phone number that is replicated on more than one customer's profile, then it will pop up the advanced lookup window and allow you to choose the appropriate account. All right, so what's it look like on the receipt? So on the receipt, you can, well, first of all, on the window at the checkout screen, it tells you what the points balance is, and then on the receipt, it shows you what the point balance is. So at any time, the customer will know how many points they've accumulated. And if they hit, increments of $5 awards, it will print on the actual receipt where it has a nice little banner that says, congratulations, you've earned $5 or $10 or $15 off your next purchase when you bring this receipt into our store. Now, granted, they can take that receipt and walk down an aisle and grab something and get the discount right then and there. But the intent of these instant coupons is to have the ability to entice your customer to come back to the store. And if they're busy and they're done shopping and they take that coupon home, it's likely they'll come back and want to use that coupon that they have. And if they don't have it, don't worry. You can go into their customer record, pull up their past invoices, and look at the invoice number. That's all that scan is. When you scan that number as a coupon in Paladin, it's just looking at that invoice number. So very easy to recall if they don't bring them in. And that happens, of course. All right, so if you do not want the rewards point balance on the receipt, there is that disable rewards balance on receipts under the rewards tab in setup. So you can always turn that off. Now, as far as a rewards loyalty balance report, we do have one under the customers, under the reports module under customers, where you can get an Excel spreadsheet of all your customers and their current point status. So if anybody ever asks about this, you can search individual customers or a full list of customers, and you can get this information. And it does require that you have Microsoft Excel. So you go to Reports, Customers, Customer List, and on that list pane, you'll click the loyalty balance, and it will run the report. And what you're going to get is what you see down below here. The Excel report format that shows the name, account number, address, city, state, zip, phone, email, and at the end you see rewards balance. I've obfuscated this data obviously to not put any sensitive customer information on it. And that is it, my friends. We were able to knock that out in about 24 minutes. There are there's more information in our knowledge base under the search phrase rich rewards that you'll find in our help portal, which it can either be found on the help button, the top of the menu in Paladin, or you can get it off of any browser from anywhere. Just type in portal.paladinpos.com and search the knowledge base for rich rewards. And then of course, if you put in the /webinars, it'll bring you 2 webinars, which this will be at the top of the list, being that we are just going to post it in the next 24 hours. The next webinar that we have, stay tuned. We have yet to announce, but it'll be exciting. It's going to happen on July 16th, so a couple of weeks away, and maybe a little bit more in a couple of weeks, about 3 weeks away. And yeah, be sure to be here, or you can watch it if you miss it. That'll be again July 16th, 9 a.m. So I'm looking for questions. I do see a question here. So before I sign off, let me go ahead and pull up this question. You participate in the ACE Rewards program, so customers get points and rewards coupons already. So I wouldn't want customers to have two sources of discounts. That's true. Is there a way to not have customers receive rich rewards but show the amount of points they received on their purchase only? Not sure if I understand that. So first off, yeah, you don't want to have to roll loyalty rewards programs. If you're on ACE Rewards, this doesn't even apply to you because you've already got a program. It does whatever it does. And let me read that last point again. Show the amount of points they received on their purchase. So I think you want to see the ACE rewards numbers and total. I know the ACE rewards numbers on there. I don't think it shows you the points, but ACE rewards are different. They have instant savings that come down automatically through an API or application programming interface with ACE. We also do that with True Value. We also do it with Do It Best. We also do it with Repeat Rewards. We also do it with Oracle Fan Builder. I mean, we just have a slew of loyalty programs that are integrated into Paladin because it works. It really helps get more customers to your store. So, yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Otherwise, you can email me, and the email's on here, charles@paladinpointofsale.com or paladinpos.com. And that's all I have. You're welcome. Thank you for the question. And if you have any additional, feel free to contact our support at any time. Thank you again for attending. It's been great. I hope it was helpful for you. And the fact that you're just looking for more information on how to incorporate programs that hopefully bring more people into your store and increase revenue and profit is a good thing. So appreciate that. Until next time, God bless, be safe, take care.